Hi guys, it's Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today's video is going to be my wrap up or finale, I guess you can say, for my products I want to use up in 2022. Like project pan. It's not really a project pan. It's just at the beginning or at the end of last year, 2021, I picked up some random items in my collection that I thought I could finish or that I wanted to work through in 2022 in hopes of finishing them. And I have some products here. I did not finish all of them. I wasn't expecting to finish all of them, but I did finish the majority. And there are some here that are still that I'm still working on, but I know that I can finish them by the end of the year. However, I was getting ready to do my intro for products I want to use up in 2023, and I have a couple of these items that I want to roll into that. I'm not going to roll everything in, just some of them, but I didn't want to like spoil the end of this project by showing you guys the other one first. I hope that made sense. So I unfortunately didn't go back to my first video. I just didn't have the time to go back and kind of watch all my other updates and see what I had finished. And so I'm gonna try to have like something on the screen or something that tells you guys out of how many products I set a goal of finishing, how many I actually finished. And I'm gonna try to link my intro video in the description box. That way you guys can go back to watch it and you guys can watch the difference in case you're interested in seeing what I started with and what I ended up with. But for now, the products that I'm gonna show you guys are just the ones since I was working on last update. So since last update, I am happy to announce that I finished just two. Yes, I finished two, sorry. I was like, what is all going on? I finished two items and I'm very happy because it was two that I was struggling with. The first one, you guys have seen this many times in different updates, but it's the Tarte Sex Kitten eyeliner. This one lasted me, I don't know, like 9 months. It lasted me like almost a whole year. I just recently finished this about a month ago, and this isn't even waterproof, but it lasted forever. It's a good liner, but because it's not waterproof, I wouldn't necessarily repurchase it. I don't even know if it's still available, but if it was waterproof, then I would consider buying this again, even though it lasted forever to use up. And then the last thing that I finished is this foundation stick. You guys would have seen it in my graveyard project pan, I think that's what it was. But this is my Tarte foundation stick. This is the clay stick in the color light medium neutral. I used it all up. You guys know I don't dig into the plastic thingy of products. I didn't like this foundation at all. It was very cakey, I guess because it was too full coverage. It also didn't mix well with the primer that I was using at the time when I was using this one. So for that reason, I don't think it's just the primer itself. I think this foundation is just very oily, very thick, and it can look cakey. My mom, she has like no filter and she always tells me when something looks bad. And when I finished this, I started using the one that I'm currently using, and then she saw me, she's like, you changed your makeup, didn't you? And I was like, yeah, I finished my other foundation. She's like, oh good, because that one looks really bad. And I was like, thanks, Mom. So yeah, glad that I used it up. Don't recommend it, would not repurchase. And then that's all I have, that product that I finished. And then I have 4 items here that I know I will be able to finish by the end of the year, no problem whatsoever. They're like basically on their last leg, but like I said, I wanted to do the wrap up now so I can finally introduce you guys to the products I want to use up in 2023. So I'm talking about this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. This is in the color 6 in the City. And spoilers for some sort of project pen, I can't remember, but this is all I have left. I have the tiniest little bit. You guys would have seen it in almost all of my videos. I've been wearing this one just because it's almost done, and this has become like my daily eyeshadow. So I feel like maybe about a week of daily use and it's gonna be done, no problem. And I'm glad that I'll have another Super Shock Shadow out of my collection. Then also I have this Becca highlighter. This is in the color Vanilla Quartz. and this is another product that is almost in its last leg. Can you guys even see how much product I have left? I do want to repress this just because the way that the product is in the pan, it's kind of breaking up in chunks with the brush that I'm using. So I just want to move everything to the middle, and it's going to be very, very easy for me to use all that's left. As you guys can see, this is empty pan right here. So it's really the tiniest little bit of product. I like it. Will not be hard to finish. Then I am also working on this YSL 2 Shade Cloud Blur Primer. And I have about that much left, about half of the product maybe, if I like tap it down and make sure everything's settled. But yeah, this is definitely, I'm gonna go through this within the next 2 months. I'm not concerned about not finishing this guy. This one's gonna be an easy product, and I love how that works. It smells really good and it looks really good on my skin. And then last but not least, this Kat Von D High Voltage Eye Primer. I've been working on this guy all year. This was a very big primer. It had 12 mLs of product. So, I mean, at some point I was even using it as an under eye concealer on my nose in the summer to keep my makeup from breaking up with the heat, with the sweat and stuff. So I multitasked this as much as I could. And as you guys can see, I have like the littlest bit. It's already bending down from the sides. And yeah, I have I'm very, very, what's the word I'm trying to say? I'm convinced that I'm gonna be using this up by the end of the year. So not concerned about that. So there is one more product that I started using, and unfortunately I am not gonna finish it. And I'm very upset because I really wanted to finish this palette by the end of the year. And I'm talking about my Aurora Glow Kit from ABH. So this is what the palette is looking like. And this is what it's gonna look like by the end of the year. I was hoping that I could finish my cream bronzer, my cream blush that I have in my palette for my Partisan Cream. I'm working on an e.l.f. eyeshadow palette, blush palette. And I had mentioned to you guys that the color that I'm currently wearing was gonna take me a little bit longer than I wanted to, and for sure it will. I'm not even halfway done, and I only have 2 months left. So I really want to focus all my attention because I'm upset that I'm not going to have this finished, but I'll be really, really upset if I have 2 palettes not finished. So I was planning on frankening this into a blush, this highlighter in the color Spectra, but it's not going to happen. I'm not going to be finishing this guy. So I'm sorry, Toby's here and he's like whimpering. You guys know he hurt his leg, and just making sure he's okay. But anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna finish this one. I am happy though. I was able to use up 3 shades, so that in itself, I think it's a win. It's a success. It's just that half a pan of product. So it is what it is. I'm glad that I was able to get at least 3 highlighters out of my collection. So that still counts for something, you know, numbers wise, when it comes to my highlighters. So the rest of the items that I have here in this bag, I haven't touched, and I am not going to touch by the end of the year. I don't foresee myself needing to bring any of these products in, so what's the point, right? So I'm just going to recap with you guys what I have left. I never used the Urban Decay Face Palette in the color Flushed. It comes with a blush, highlighter, and bronzer. I didn't get to it. Like I said, I worked on cream blushes all year, and there was no need for me to get into any of those. Then I have a highlighter from Catrice. This is a highlighting powder in the color Champagne Campaign number 20. Didn't get to it either. I have another bronzer, and it's from Bobbi Brown. It's a mini. It's a Shimmer Brick Mini Compact. Ow! And that's what it looks like. If you guys remember, I dug my nail in here. So didn't use that up at all. And I have 2 eyeshadows. One is a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the color French. Didn't get to it at all. Didn't use it once. So that one's still pretty new. And the other one is from Marc Jacobs. This is the Sequence Glam Glitter Eyeshadow in the color Blitz Glitz number 92. It's a dark purpley color. Very, very pretty. But like I said, I didn't have need to bring this into any kind of usage. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's my finale for my products I want to use up in 2022. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me with this journey, and I am happy that I was able to finish what I was able to finish. I am so excited to share with you guys the products I want to use up or try to pan in 2023. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.